Okay, today's video is by Nax. Looksmaxxers are destroying their bodies. Let's check it out.
Looking back at a few of my videos over the past few days, and I stumbled across this absolute gem of media, the Looksmaxxing video. Chat, keep it a buck with me, man. Am I child?
Quick question. Does anyone know about anything about Looksmaxxers and the Looksmaxxing community? Are you guys involved with Looksmaxxing, trying to become a Looksmaxxer? Let me know.
About none of that shit y'all talking about. I'm better than y'all, look better than y'all, got more hoes than y'all.
But I brought that up because throughout the video, we looked at the Looksmaxxing community and kind of just laughed it off as some quick internet trend. On the surface, it really did just look like a bunch of Tate and Fresh and Fit red pill cock munchers were trying out new methods to flex how much more of a Chad alpha male they are over top the others. And they just so desperately wanted to find a cool way of saying that they practice self-care and low currently have dangerous levels of body dysmorphia. Because honestly, man, most of this surface level Looksmaxxing stuff just boils down to common fucking sense. You know, wash your face, practice good hygiene, exercise, don't be a lazy fat fuck. Like, it's literally that.
That's what I talked about in my last video. Remember, guys, when I reacted to the guy with no arms, and how I was explaining that what you could do to improve is basically that. Take a good hygiene, take care of yourself, you know, go to the gym, have confidence, and just be a well-rounded person, just be a decent person, decent human being. You don't have to do crazy things to yourself and to your body, you know.
It's simple. That is all you have to do to look good for the most part. But when you start to take a look a bit beneath the surface and see what some of these upper moon rank Mog demons are doing, gang, these niggas need to be shipped off to a psych ward. I kid you not, dummy. I have seen dudes go so insane over trying to Looksmax that they are committing just flat out bodily harm at this point.
This is how to bone smash. I have my Sharpie here.
This is something you should not do. Do not do that. Please do not do this. Everybody, young men out there, do not bone smash. Do not take a hammer and just start beating your face because you think that's going to get you the perfect jawline or whatever. Don't do that. You're hurting yourself. Also, if I'm not mistaken, that could give you permanent damage to your face. So now you're gonna have like a lopsided face by doing that. Do you want a lopsided face? Then don't do that. Please do not bone smash. Do not get a hammer and start beating your face. That does not work. Listen, if you have to go to, if it's to that point, just get plastic surgery. Just get plastic surgery. If it gets to that point, at least you'll get it from a professional versus you doing it at your house. If it gets to that point, just get surgery, plastic surgery.
See this area right here? Your cheekbones, your zygos right here. I'm just gonna be marking where I'm going to be doing it. I'm just going to start hammering at this. I'm just going to be doing a shorter version. Normally I do.
Again, don't do this at home. If it gets to the point, get plastic surgery. If not, just live with your face. There's probably nothing wrong with your face. This is the face God gave you. You should be proud of it. You should be happy about it. But if it ever gets to that point where you're too far gone, plastic surgery from a professional versus you just beating your face with a hammer at home, giving you permanent nerve damage and a lopsided face.
Do it 5 minutes on each side, so 10 minutes in total. I'm just going to do it short now. Yeah, you got.
I know I keep pausing this video, but it's just the idea. Like, this is so crazy. Like, I don't know how this became a trend where guys are literally beating themselves with a hammer. I don't know how this became a trend. I don't know why this is becoming like a thing. I don't know how this became popular. I just think it's really crazy, and it's like damaging to young men, especially young boys out there that's watching this type of content, and they think that that's like they should do that. No, it's like it's kind of like how young girls get influenced, and that influence kind of affects them. It's the same thing, but for young men. It's like I don't want to see, especially I don't even want my little brother to go down this path. I would not want my little brother to go down this path and watching content like this and like thinking that, oh, for him to look good, make him look handsome, he has to like go to these extremes. No, you don't have to do the extremes. Do not go to the extreme, please do not, because all you're doing is hurting yourself. You're damaging your body and you're hurting yourself. Please do not do this.
Brace your head.
I'm not gonna lie, bro, whichever kid invented the term bone smashing needs to be hung by the balls and administered like 20,000 lashings, because what the fuck do you mean you're gonna take a hammer to the face and just, what are we talking about?
Hey, no, don't do that, don't do that.
I'm gonna keep it a $175 with y'all, chat. If I did not know the rest of the tomfoolery that these guys be getting into, I would say hands down, this is the most retarded move in their moves. But not only are the Looksmaxxers bone smashing, but they are also chewing rock gum, injecting peptides into their face like it's the goblin serum, and taking testosterone at the age of 14. Hi Kirk, bro, the more I think about it, the more it feels like the extreme Looksmaxxers are just helping us with natural selection. So I'ma just
Nuke the whole generation.
Bro, the kid in this clip looks no more than 17 years of age. Puberty's not even done running its course. He don't even have his final stage evolution yet, gang. He's still a middle stage mon. Yet he's sitting here taking a hammer to the face and smacking the shit out of himself like he's a Looney Tunes character. What are we doing? Stop. Like, how in the f do we even remotely begin to think of this concept for you to do? Like, do you understand how many steps you have to take to be put in a position to be hitting yourself in the face with a hammer? Come on. You could have stopped at buying the hammer. You could have stopped at looking up where to strike your face with said hammer. You could have stopped when people told you how much it hurts to strike your face with a hammer. I would have cut him some bail if he would have stopped right before the hammer made contact with his face. Like, niggas used to go hunting with clubs and hammers, running down on ops and actually smashing bones in. Flash forward to current day and folks are just doing that on themselves. How did we lose the plot this bad? Like, bro, what is going? You know what? Let me chill. It is way too early in the video for me to be on hots like this, because at this point, bro, I'm going to have an aneurysm by the time we get to talking about Clev.
Why am I yelling? Block.
Bro, it's so crazy to me that they're doing all
Goodness gracious, Clev, bro. Clev Flicker. This guy. Oh, goodness. Clev, man. Guys ever heard about Clev? Guys ever heard about Clev Flicker? This guy came out of nowhere to me, and it's just, I don't know. It's just teaching young men the wrong ways. Just teaching them the wrong ways.
all this just to end up looking like an Easter Island head statue. Who the fuck said that shit look good? Bro, it's so crazy to me that they're doing all this just to end up looking like an Easter Island head statue. Who the fuck said that shit look good, gang? Like, it's not the shorties. I promise you shorties is not saying this. But instead, it is actually the Looksmaxxing community who has come up with their own rating system amongst themselves called the PSL system. This right here is the canonical Looksmaxxing rating scale format.
I never understood. I never understood this. Hold on. I never understood the whole subhuman, sub 5. I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what this is. Like, chat. What the heck is it? What's a chat? I never understood these terms. Also, like, what is this? Bro. Subhuman. Sub 5. Like, I think I've seen like these two, like, as far as like being tossed around on the internet, but it's like I never took it seriously. There's someone out there who takes all this too seriously, too literal. Like, it's just crazy to me.
Byman. As you guys can see here, if you are the choppedest of the chopped, then you are considered a subhuman, and then a sub 5. And after that, I'm pretty sure LTN, MTN, and HTN all stand for low, medium, and high tier normie respectfully. Then you have Chad Light, which is the light version of the true Chad pinnacle ascension that mogs everybody else, aka me.
City boy! City boy! Boy, if you don't stop!
This dead wig is in there, dead dropping selfies for reads. Bro, I swear time is a flat circle, because how in the fuck is this anything different than liking a To Be Honest and rate back in 2016? To be honest, bro, you're a total NPC for commenting and should low in hitbacks for some tests or just
What's the crazy thing is that it's men giving other men ratings. Looksmaxxing in the Looksmaxxing community is kind of very homoerotic, very, you know, very, like, I don't, like, it's just, all, like, every time I hear about Looksmaxxers and stuff, it's just the most homoerotic stuff I've ever heard, because it's just guys rating other guys, guys talk about other guys' looks, and finding, pretty much, here's the thing. I don't think any woman cares that much about this sub-human, sub-5, low-tier normie, high-tier normie, Chad. I don't think any woman cares about that. I don't think any woman sits there and think about this stuff. It's only guys. I believe that women just wants a guy that's conventionally attractive, that's attractive to her. But this is too extreme. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure women do like pretty women, pretty men, pretty boys, you know. But it's like too extreme, where it's like tipping the line of, do you even like women at this point? Like, do you, like, as a man, do you even like women? Like, that's how I perceive the Looksmaxxers. It's like, y'all are so caught up with y'all looks and other men's looks that it's like, why are you so fixated on another man? I mean, if you are, that's cool. It's 2026. Who cares? Living your truth, living your life, living your, you know. But it's just like very homoerotic. Like, I'm not about to, me personally, I'm not about to sit here and rate another man by his looks. I don't care what the guy looks like, because I don't find men attractive. So I don't, you know, that's just me personally. I don't care to rate men or look at men in a certain light. So who are you doing it for? Like, at the end of the day, who are you doing it for? Because I don't think you're doing it for women. I don't think Looksmaxxers are doing it for women at all. I generally don't think they're doing it for women. I think they're doing it for other men. It's like the equivalent of a woman saying, I get dressed or I do things for the girlies, but are you really doing it for the girlies? Now, that's a hot take. That's a controversial take I just said. But are you really doing it for the girlies? That's how I feel. That's how I see Looksmaxxers. I feel like Looksmaxxers are the same as women when they do that. When they say they're doing for the girlies. In some capacity, in some shape or form, I feel like it's the same coin. No matter you flip it heads or tails, I just feel like Looksmaxxers do the same thing. So, again, who are you doing this for? I understand self-improvement. Yes, everybody should improve on themselves. Everybody should improve on their looks, improve on their character and all that. But at the end of the day, when you go down this rabbit hole, when you go down this path, who are you doing it for? Okay, let's get back to the video.
is honestly Romax. Chad, I think I'm going to rate this Moid a sub-5.
What am I?
Dude, I'd say you're an MTN, bro. I'd say you're an MTN, dude. Yeah.
See, this is the stuff I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I don't have time to be waiting other guys, man. I'm not about to sit here and say, oh, you're sub-5. Oh, you're LTN. Oh, you're HTM. Oh, you're a Chadite. Dude, that's so gay. Like, I'm sorry. That is. If that is not what it is, then what is it? That is gay. And if you are that, cool. Live in your truth. Live your life. I'm just saying, like, I'm not about to sit here and look at another man.
Yeah, and then
I'm not about to sit here and look at another man and be like, yeah, man, I think you're a Chadite. You're a NTM, a medium tier normie or whatever crap that is. Yeah, that's gay.
There's an LTN, and there's sub 5. What's good, bro? What's up, sub 5?
Yo, I know I've been taking a fat on a Domski so far, but I gotta give credit where credit is due because they just might be some of like the most unintentionally funny to walk this planet. Cause what the fuck do you mean, what's up, sub 5? Nigga, if somebody calls me a subhuman in any public setting, I swear on everything that nigga truly might ascend and meet God. And they stick to it so much that I had to look up a Looksmaxxing lexicon to figure out what the hell they was even talking about. And when I say that there's too much to go over, if I were to sit here and actually try to explain all these terms, we would be here for actual days. So I'm just going to put you guys on to a few of my personal favorites. Starting out, we have a KV, which is a kissless virgin. And if you give it a megastone, now bro is a KHHV, kissless, handholdless, hugless virgin. I don't even think I want to know what features you have to have.
What? Yo, bro, like, who's coming up with these terms and this terminology and these definitions? Like, this is crazy, bro. Like, who has the time to sit there and think about this stuff? Like, bro, just, my goodness, like, there's a whole nother world out there. I ain't gonna lie, there's a whole nother world out there. There's a whole nother side of the internet that I've never crossed past. I do not want to cross past or be a part of. Thank God, like, I'm just worried about the next generation, bro. I just want to know how this affects the next generation, how this affects young boys moving forward, because, bruh, and thank God I ain't grew up in this time period. Thank God I ain't grew up in this area of the internet, because thank God. But I'm just more concerned about the next generation, the generation that's coming up and that's coming after. Like, bro, what's it gonna do for the little boys, man? Young men out there, it's crazy.
To qualify in order to have that rank, but holy fuck. Kissless, handholdless, hugless virgin. That is a fate worse than fucking death.
I felt worthless. I felt ugly. I felt gay. I felt that.
Next up, we have manlet, which translates to a short dude. And following up with that, we have a true cell, which is the fully charged up version of an incel. And speaking of incel, they have also created their own conjugation system for cell and max. So we already know that incel is the short version of the words involuntary celibate, but if you're an involuntary celibate because of your height, then you're a height cell. A vol cell is a voluntary celibate, an escort cell.
What? What? Okay, you can't be an imperfect cell, okay? I'm not gonna use that term because I'm on Twitch. He said it, not me, okay? Twitch. He said the word. I didn't say the word. But I'm gonna say this. An imperfect cell, like, you know, imperfect cell from Dragon Ball Z, you know, Dragon Ball Z, DBZ. Okay, let's say you're a short guy. How does that make you an imperfect cell because you're short? There's plenty of guys that are short that gets women. That doesn't affect you, that hurt you. And also, don't be a woe is me type of guy because you're short. Come on, man. Come on. Just because you're short doesn't stop you from getting women or being successful in life. Like, this is to me, Looksmaxxing is also part of the woe is me type of stuff. Like, I can't subscribe to that. Like, woe is me, you know, just like you feeling sorry for yourself. Like, you should be feeling sorry for yourself. It's life. You deal with deal with the cards you dealt with. You know, make the best of it. But you know.
As someone who straight up buys pussy, the term fake cell was actually made to gatekeep being an incel because you're a fake.
How you gatekeep being an imperfect cell? How does one how you gatekeep that? And how you become a fake imperfect cell? You can't be what? What?
Incel and true cell is when it is truly over for you. You are truly celibate. However, when you do fully descend to true cell, I've heard that God does give you mercy and he grants you access to your hidden ultimate attack, a true cell rage hyper beam that obliterates voids on some chill shit. And just like the cellification, you can also maxify your skill trees by adding max at the end. You want to get back to spamming content and having no life? Chud max. You trying to fit in them archive heady boy jeans? Starve max. Hell, if you start maxing right now on my right testicle dummy, I promise you, you'll look just like this by the time I upload again.
I ain't on no gay shit though, but that is sexy.
And you may be asking, Nax, how the hell are you getting all this information? Are you an undercover Looksmaxxer? Fuck no.
Get the fuck out out of here.
But bro, it turns out that this Looksmaxxing shit gets so serious that there's entire website forums. Like I'm talking 4chan, but a different font type shit, bro. I'll admit that I haven't done too much digging into these sites because I know that if I do, my autistic ass is not going to stop writing this video until it's like 2+ hours long. And we don't need that. This shit is already pushing 20 minutes. And I would kind of like to not go a month plus without uploading again. So maybe, you know, we might look at that on stream whenever I spark that up again, but not right now. I can't, no. But I bring these forums up because A, it shows how truly deep this rabbit hole gets, and B, it just so happens to be the villain origin story of the entire reason I am making this video. The self-proclaimed Patrick Bateman of streamers himself, Clavicular.
What drugs do you take in a day? I'm taking testosterone every single day. I take minoxidil for my hair. I take dutasteride for my hair. I take 7.5 milligrams of Accutane a day. I use crystal meth as a stimulant and Tolene Max. It's much more mild than Adderall, actually, and I'm pretty much using meth for hollow cheek.
Chat, I'm gonna keep it 250 with y'all, man. If his beauty routine is this specific, then we just might be looking at the baddest bitch to walk this planet. Because if you are going to the extreme lengths of using meth and fat,
That is extreme limp, I ain't gonna lie. Like, you using that to quote unquote Looksmaxx is like crazy. I don't know why you would do that. Also, why you need minoxidil? Your hair looks fine to me. I don't think Clive is balding. I don't think so. So why would he use minoxidil? But using that type of drug is like crazy, bro. Like that's too extreme, man. Like you don't have to hollow cheeks, bro. My goodness.
that means to Skinny Max, then bitch, that I know that waist net, that bitch ain't down. On a real note though, yeah, he's not lying about the meth. This nigga dead ass be on stream so geeked up out of his mind that he has to wear sunglasses so that people can't tell. We're actually going to spin back on that whole drug situation in a second because he ended up doing some crazy shit just a couple weeks ago. But I do want to focus right now a little bit more on the much smaller elephant in the room here. What the f are you taking testosterone every single day for, and why the hell have you been doing it since the age of 14? At the rate he's going, he might fuck around and
I don't think. Okay, first off, his body already naturally produces testosterone. He's a man. Okay. I'm not gonna go into that whole realm of that side of whatever, but I'm just saying, like, he's a. You get the point. You get the point. I don't want to go into detail and this the whole what you know, because. Yeah, but the point is, he doesn't really need more on top of more that he already has. He's already producing. Like, what does that do to your body if you already have it in your body already, and you're putting more and more? Like, doesn't that cause more harm to you than good? Like, if you're already producing testosterone, why put more testosterone inside your body? Especially at 14, okay? You're 14. You haven't even hit puberty. You haven't hit puberty. You're still growing. Your body's still growing. It's still growing and producing that natural testosterone in your body. So why you need that? And the thing is, this guy's 19 now. He's only 19 now, but he's been doing this since 14? It's crazy.
Actually grow 2 cocks on some Gappy Joestar shit. On top of the testosterone and litany of other drugs that he said in that clip, there's other clips of him injecting some kind of mystery substance into his and his ex-girlfriend's face live on stream. Apparently, it's this stuff called peptide, which is some of the sketchiest things to come out of this whole Looksmaxxing sphere. I think it's some kind of skincare, weight loss, or muscle gain type drug, so steroids, I guess. I'm not 100% sure, but if my nosy ass can't figure out what the hell it is, then for damn sure you shouldn't be peddling it for kids on the internet. Better yet, injecting it into your face. What are we doing? But fuck it, bro. It's your life. Do you? I don't even know why I'm getting so mad about this. It's not like I'm doing it.
You're weird, bitch. You're weird.
But as you can tell, this clavicular dude is pretty fucked gnarly. I don't know if I love him or I hate him. He's such a creature. Because even though he's peddling some dangerous ideology to his clearly child audience, which is obviously wrong, I can't help but peep whatever Looksmaxxing gospel he drops on the timeline, simply because of how tapped in and batshit insane he goes over this Looksmaxxing stuff. I mean, just look at him. I was sense-occasionally watching a bunch of clips of this dude trying to understand and research this whole Looksmaxxing sphere, and then I hear this dude say some damn recessed militia.
I would say Sydney Sweeney is very attractive.
I would say that she's pretty malformed. Her upper maxilla is extremely recessed.
Once you start pulling out
I ain't gonna lie. I'll give him credit. I'll give Clavigo credit, but he is a funny guy. I'm not gonna lie. He is kind of hilarious at times. I don't like what he's doing as far as what he's doing to his body and how that's influencing young men out there, like young boys out there. But he is a funny guy. Like that whole him using medical terminology just to describe saying that he thinks City Sweet's mid. It's just hilarious, bro. Like he literally just used medical terminology just to say she's mid. Like without saying she's mid, he just, I mean, he could just say, "Oh yeah, I just think City Sweet's mid," but no, he just had to use like medical terminology just to get his point across. He does have some funny moments though, like when he does that. But as far as like him, again, when the path he's going and how I feel like that's influencing young men out there in the wrong way, I don't like that. But that, you know, that whole clip right there, basically saying that he thinks Sydney Sweeney's mid, that's hilarious.
Words that you need a specific kind of dictionary for, that's when you know you are too deep in. Because what the fuck is a militia and what does it have to do with the King Kong?
Yeah, he's too deep in.
The more I really look at this Clav guy, the more I kind of see just the epitome of when you take something too far. Like he's genuinely just a walking science experiment at this point. I mean, just listing off a few things from his lore, we already have the pre-established use of to stay lean and energized. Apparently he endorses hype BBLs, chews rocks for his jaw, and just a bunch of other stuff that I genuinely just don't know what it does. On top of that, this dude test maxes so much that he ended up self-reporting that his cock and balls don't even work properly because he's infertile.
So right now, I am infertile, but I'm not able to have a kid right now. But if I wanted to, there's a protocol I can put in place to be immediately good again.
Wait, why are you infertile right now?
So it's just like a negative feedback loop when you're not needing to produce testosterone anymore because your body realizes, okay, we're getting it from an exogenous
So you're not producing
source.
It goes back to what I was saying about the whole testosterone. The guy was 14 and he's taking testosterone when he was 14. And right now he's 19. Over the years, what does that do to your body? What is taking more testosterone that your body's already producing naturally? You're just putting more and more and more on top of, like, you're hurting yourself. Now you hurt your chances of having kids. Are you happy with yourself now? I mean, if that was the goal you were trying to go with, I mean, cool. Like, if you didn't want to have kids, cool, I can understand. But if your goal was to have kids and you did this, I feel sorry for you, man. Hey, man, might as well wait for reincarnation at this point. Might as well just ride this lifetime for the next lifetime because you done screwed your chances. When you make it up there, when you make up to meet the big guy, hey, man, better write that contract and say, hey, this time when I come back, I don't want to go do this again. I learned my lesson last time. Next lifetime, I'm not doing that again. So, hey, sit down with the big guy upstairs and sign that contract when you come back. Because, bro. Why? Why would you do that, bro? Like, listen, man, when I was 14, I never thought to myself, yeah, man, I'm going to, like, get some testosterone and just inject it to my body. No, I was not thinking about. I wasn't even thinking about Looksmaxxing. I don't even think Looksmaxxing was an actual thing when I was 14. Like, that's some new age stuff. That's some new gen stuff. That's some new stuff that's coming out now. But I mean, the closest thing I doubt about Looksmaxxing was haircut and just looking good. But I never like did what Cloud did. I never did that at 14.
Any testosterone naturally? No.
At what point is enough gang? Because how in the f are you infertile at the age of 19? Wigga, your balls barely even dropped yet and you're already injecting shit into your nutsack trying to dick max?
Is there anything you do that people wouldn't know about for Looksmaxxing?
I like to do a lot of injection lipolysis. So to dick max, I'll inject fat dissolvers into my mons pubis. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So yeah.
Even though I've been going pretty hard on this wigga, I'm not gonna lie, any man that has the cojones to inject something into your nuts, hey man, yeah, you got it, big dog. Cause shit, I'd be scared to put the razor to my balls, but you got a whole ass medical needle going straight to your scrotum. I don't know why I'm getting this image airdropped to my head, but I can't stop thinking about the fact that he does meth. So like, imagine, yo, imagine he's trying to inject that shit into his whatever the f, but he's like so doped up on meth, so his hands like shaky as shit. He's trying to inject and he just goes, not to mention the fact that you can really tell he's either top 10 most insecure dudes to walk this planet, actually thinks that he's this universe's Patrick Bateman, or somehow a weird fusion of both. Because if you just look at him interact with his environment, or when he's talking about his looksmaxxing practices, he constantly just looks like he's uncomfortable in his own flesh. Which geeks the ever-living shit out of me, because how the fuck did you make the house and now you don't want to live in it? The wigga did be so geeked up out of his mind to lean max shoving mystery concoctions all up in his face that he's clearly living in some kind of warped high perception of himself in his mind, and he just thinks that he's above everyone else and the law. Remember when I said we're going to spin back on that whole drug situation of his? Yeah, here's a clip of the wigga casually running over a dude in his Cybertruck live on stream during Christmas Eve.
Oh my fucking. Start driving with this guy. Drive.
I'm gonna skip this part because I mean it's on YouTube, but still I just don't want to. Let's get. You've seen the clip out there, trust me.
Guy he ran over was stalking him, and apparently he also had a gun. I'm not completely sure, but you know, that literally goes all out the window the second you said you hope you game ended him. My wigga, are you stupid? But then again, I don't know what else I expected from a guy who grew up posting on looksmaxxing.org asking for.
Again, when I was 14, I never did this stuff. I never went on some forums and talk about looksmaxxing. I never did this before. It never crossed my mind. I never cared for this stuff, bro. Like, bro. Oh my goodness.
Riz tips.
Say it take a village to raise a child. But what if the village is retarded? What you think it's gonna produce?
But anyways, bruh, I think that the whole Looksmaxxing sphere has some gems, but for the most part, this shit is turbo mega zombie age. Like, avoid this bitch like the plague. Folks must have really forgot this, but chat, we are literally put on this earth to and spread our bloodlines. That is it. You strip all this bullshit away, gang. We are animals with cosmetics and emotes. So with that in mind, brother, if you are going out of your way to bone smash, spam testosterone, get a height BBL, or literally anything that is changing your factory genetic settings, please, for the love of everything holy, do not be mad when your kid comes out the pussy looking like their sub-5 looking ass mommy or daddy before they spend all that BC on cosmetics. Mind you, all this shit going down. Meanwhile, this is what the creator of looksmaxxing.org looks like. I'm not going to drag, yo, he ain't do nothing to me, but I think it is extremely ironic that the self-proclaimed ultra giga Chad Moggers, whatever you want to refer yourself as, are tizzing out and all congregating on a site that is made by someone that they would call subhuman. Bro, I cannot wait until them boys see who is.
The irony of it all. The irony of it all.
Running their home base. I am guaranteeing you that they're going to be up in arms trying to revolt against him.
Kill that boy! Kill that boy!
But yeah, I think that's going to do it for my little Looksmaxxing rant. Pretty long one here. I'm pretty sure it's one of my longest videos in a minute. You know, I may or may not have been storing up all of my true cell rage just for this moment. Also that I can let out a perfect HTN hyper beam of cortisol on you niggas.
Okay guys, that was next. Looksmaxxers are destroying their bodies. Let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Let me know what you think about Looksmaxxers. Let me know what you think about clavicular. Let me know next time. Peace.